Welcome Cougars, my name is Briasia. Welcome to Cougar TV.
Welcome Cougars, my name is Kyle. Welcome to Cougar TV.
Welcome Cougars, my name is Sebastian. Welcome to Cougar TV.
And please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The topic of gun violence is a very serious and sensitive matter.
Snitching or reporting suspicious behavior can help keep your school safe by alerting authorities or school officials to potential threats before they escalate to acts of violence.
Reporting suspicious activity or behavior can lead to early intervention and prevent potentially harmful situations.
It's important to remember that reporting anything that could potentially cause harm to others is not considered snitching, but rather being a responsible member of your community.
If you ever have concerns about your safety or the safety of others, please do not hesitate to speak with a trusted adult or authority figure.
What's the second step?
Inside this Dallas middle school, today's lesson is about preventing school tragedies.
We will be discussing topics and images around bullying, violence, suicide, and self-harm.
The program is called Say Something. It's run by Sandy Hook Promise, a group formed after the 2012 shooting in Connecticut at Sandy Hook Elementary School that took 26 lives. The free class teaches students how to recognize warning signs like peers posting threatening messages online, bragging about guns, or expressing suicidal thoughts.
Schools and the threats they face have changed dramatically. The goal here is to empower students to quickly flag them.
Students are on the front lines. They see things through social media, through conversations with their peers.
Using real-life examples,
he posted this: "Don't come to school tomorrow if you want to live."
More than 3 million students nationwide have been trained to alert a trusted person or to submit an anonymous tip using the Secure app.
They might not act immediately. It's because that they don't want to be called a snitch.
You beat me to the punch.
The program emphasizing it's not about snitching, but getting help to those who need it.
You didn't feel safe after Uvalde. After going through this class, what are you thinking?
After going through this class, I feel super safe.
Anything can happen. Anything. You should just always keep an open eye out for things.
Kids feeling responsible for their own protection. Shaquille Brewster, NBC News, Dallas.
8th graders, did you buy your prom ticket?
6th through 8th graders, sales for our school dance on Thursday, April 27th are on sale in the cafeteria.
We are having a spring fling dance. The tickets will be $5.
Suspensions. That's not very hard. We want to reward you for doing what you have done this year. We turned the school around and we're ready to have some fun. So in order to attend this dance, make sure you abide by the rules and regulations, and we'll see you at the dance.
Upcoming activities, Quarter 4, April 5th, Rapids Water Park, May 11th, 8th grade parent meeting.
May 12th, Grade 8 Grand Adventure Orlando trip deadline to pay, March 31st. May 18th, Grade 8 Prom, Delray Golf Club deadline to pay, April 7th. May 19th, Grade 8 Luncheon Awards Ceremony.
Student of the month is Emma Velasquez. Teacher of the month is Miss Cano. Employee of the month is Bria Hilton.
Well, have you ever imagined a woolly mammoth or a dodo bird in your backyard? Well, scientists are bringing them back.
We read in the Bible that Jesus brought the dead Lazarus back to life. What if we can do the same now, but of course not using spiritual powers but with the help of our advanced technology? We will soon be saying hello to some of our old friends that are extinct 10,000 years ago. Researchers are underway to bring dead species like woolly mammoth, thylacine, dodo bird, and many others back to life.
When tissue cells are grown in the lab and then transferred into a donor egg that's had its nucleus and DNA removed, that egg then develops into an embryo, which is implanted into a surrogate. The result? A cloned ferret pup like Elizabeth Ann. And most recently, Kurt. an endangered Przewalski horse, whom we watch practice courtship at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. This de-extinction science got some wondering, what about DNA from species lost ages ago?
We go in and then we can aspirate a little bit where the DNA might be.
At Colossal Biosciences in Dallas, Texas, this new tech company has raised hundreds of millions of dollars to bring back extinct species like the dodo bird, which died off in the 1600s, and the woolly mammoth, which was wiped out 3,000 years ago.
I hear mammoth and dodo in the same sentence.
Yeah.
And, it's science fiction.
Yeah, I mean, it is until it's not.
Ben Lamb founded Colossal Sciences. He says the first cloned woolly mammoth could be born in 5 years and eventually reintroduced to its native tundra habitat. A dodo chick could take longer because we don't yet know how to clone birds. But
if you're willing to accept something that is similar to a dodo in some physical way, but not identical, we'll get there a lot sooner than if you want something that is exactly like a dodo.
As paleogeneticist Beth Shapiro explains, an animal's DNA starts to break down in the wild as soon as it dies. So there's no perfectly preserved dodo or woolly mammoth genetic material left. And sorry, this is where we tell you that dinosaur fossils are too old to contain any usable DNA.
This is part of a vertebra, so you can see how big this is.
But Shapiro can still extract pieces of DNA from bones she finds in the field.
We will look at places where the permafrost, the frozen dirt, where many of these bones are preserved, is melting.
The bits of DNA are then extracted from those bones, sequenced in a lab, and used as a template for editing DNA in the cells of the mammoth's closest existing relative, the Asian elephant, to create a creature approaching the real thing.
Why is de-extinction so exciting that it opens up the bank?
People are attracted to the impossible, or to what they see as impossible. Would I like to have seen $225 million invested into traditional conservation? Yes. Would I also like to see this money being invested into Colossal so these new tools can be developed? Absolutely yes. And that's where I see the real value of this technology. We can use these same tools to stop species from becoming like the mammoth.
Berkeley, what sponsors are you going to get in the future? I want to get Nike. Nike is having a basketball camp in Davie, Florida. Ages 8 from 15. If you want to play like me, come to Nike.
So there's a lot of great things about the Nike basketball camp, and one of them is the community that forms over the camp. We have a really diverse and exciting group of coaches who come back and teach these camps.
Does everybody understand that? Discipline will take you a long way in life. In basketball, we're talking about life right now.
Many of them are former college players or pro players, and they have a lot to offer to these kids, and they're really excited to show them what led them to having success in their personal careers. We also have a really diverse group of kids who get a lot of time to spend with each other and get to know each other. Maybe they're new to basketball, maybe they're elite players. We go all the way up to 14, 15, even a little bit older, maybe on their varsity team in high school. These campers come in, they're staying overnight. It's 4 or 5 days with these coaches and with each other. Once the group gets going, we really want to divide each camper into a skill set and an age group that fits their needs. So your kid's going to get instruction based on where they're at coming into camp. We cover shooting form, how to get a proper three-point shot, how to finish at the rim. We talk about passing technique, how to snap a correct chest pass, how to move it with an overhead pass or a bounce pass, playing off the dribble, playing in tight spaces, being able to maneuver the ball up and down the court. Once they get that general skill set, they're then able to apply that into a team context. Now the coach's challenge is, how do we find that sweet spot where your child's having enough success that he's able to build confidence and build self-esteem, and we can positively reinforce that, but also how they're having that little bit of failure too, where we can give it constructive criticism, they're getting outside their comfort zone, and it's our job to try to push them a little further and get them to where they can build that self-esteem and confidence within the game of basketball. It goes beyond even the basketball piece. It's really exciting to watch these young adults come in and make great friends. They're able to connect with individuals that are older than them, our coaches, who can be a role model for them. And it's really exciting to see them come back year to year to see their old friends as well.
Some people even call me the Eve expert.
Ooh.
Really? No, but I figure if I say it enough times, then it'll catch on. Any questions?
Me, call on me.
Yes, Miku and Chiku?
Why do people celebrate Eid? Is there food involved? What do you do on Eid?
Chiku, you're overwhelming Sadia with your questions. So, about the food.
You've got questions, I've got all your answers.
When you see the crescent moon, Eid is finally here. The month of Ramadan is done, a special time of...
Hi BTN, my name is Joseph.
And I'm Afsa.
I'm Faisal.
And I'm Khadija. Today we're going to be teaching you about Ramadan and Eid.
Ramadan is a special time in the Islamic calendar.
Islam is the world's second largest religion with 1.8 billion followers around the globe. Those who follow Islam are called Muslims.
There are 5 pillars of Islam, which are rules Muslims follow.
They are trusting and understanding the Shahada, or the declaration of faith.
Prayer 5 times a day.
Giving money to charity.
Participating in Hajj at least once in your lifetime, which is a pilgrimage to a place called Mecca.
And fasting during the holy month of Ramadan.
Ramadan is a month in Islam where people from all around the world fast for a whole month.
Of course, having no food or water for a whole month is impossible.
Actually, we have a meal before dawn. It is called suhoor, so we can get ready to fast.
And then after a long day of fasting, we share an evening meal, which is called iftar.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. When I first started, it was very hard, but then like a couple of days after, it got very easy because I obviously got more patient and I got stronger.
The hardest bit in Ramadan is when people eat in front of your face, like your siblings, and you just feel tempted to eat with them, like those delicious food that your parents are cooking for your little siblings, and you just have to stay strong.
But it is meant to be challenging, and it is really important for the Muslim community.
Of course, not everyone has to fast. People who are sick, pregnant, elderly, or young don't have to take part of it.
During Ramadan, it's important for us to focus on stuff like praying, reading our religious book called Quran, and also helping those in need.
When the month wraps up, we celebrate with a big party called Eid.
The best part about Eid is enjoying the reward for all the hard work during Ramadan.
We go and pray in the morning, and then after that we eat some food, talk about how it was, and yeah, we just have fun.
And of course, there's plenty of sweets.
My favorite thing about Eid is receiving gifts and giving them back to the little kids.
The thing that I really like about Eid is when you meet your relatives and friends that you didn't meet in a long time because they live far away.
It's not just for Muslims either. There are big celebrations all over the world and everyone is invited.
Thanks for letting us teach you about our religion.
Right, back to you, Amelia.
Bye!